Hello, everybody. I did promise to make a quick video for those in Nigeria as a special interest to the dollar and the Naira. If you follow this cursor here, this is US dollar and this is Naira. So which means if the wave is going up, it means that the dollar is gaining strength. Like you can see this green dollar gaining strength, and if it's coming down, it means that the Naira gains strength. So the same thing you are going to see on the pound USD. This icon here will now change from USD NGN, which is Naira, to GBP NGN. Now, this is a monthly chart. I'm going to scale down to, this is a monthly chart, and this has been in inception. The wave captured here started since, let's see, 1998 till date. So 1998 till date, that is well over about 26 years. So we have that, is it 26 years? I'm correct, 26 years. So we have data captured for about 26 years here. So you can see what happens. It's literally a flat curve here, which a whole lot of people believe that we were deceiving ourselves by, subsidizing and not actually dealing with the real value of the exchange rate. And so we had this flat curve. But it's a combination of deception and the true reflection ab initio, right from the beginning until all those deception, came in and the politician came into power. It's almost about the time the politician also, of course, came into power, because this is 1998. So you can pardon Abacha, government. But 1999, from this point here, so from this point here, we had the government of Obasanjo coming in, and everything was more or less like still flat until 2015 when Buhari came in. So we saw a sudden loss in the value of Naira against dollar here. So that's about 2016. Then it normalized on a flat curve. We never pushed it down. Until when Tinubu came in. So that was the worst, in as much as you say, okay, subsidy is gone and all of that. So, but a whole lot of things were not put in place to really undo what was going to happen. And we had this explosion to the upside. So for us as a trader, reading the mood of the market and what is likely going to happen to our currency and how we can begin to apply ourselves. This can be subdivided down into like 3-4 parts. So this is the first part of it. When you add this flat curve up to this point, that's the first part. Then, probably always say the first part, then the second part here, and the third part here. So we never had any significant push to the downside. We had a smaller one here, but until recently. So, and this is what we have decided. I mean, we have divided into 5 waves now, or let's say 4 waves. Yeah, going to 5. So we saw between here and here as 1 and 2, a 1 and a 2 here, and we saw this as a 3, and the move here as a 4. So we were hoping that if Dangote refinery came in and all that began to happen, this may still come down. If it's able to push down really well, then we can have a situation between this wave here as a 1 and the one that comes down deep as a 2. And that would have probably favor us in a way and will retard whatever that is happening. But the way it is now, so all we can see is we have done, because it has to be 5 waves of a motive wave, and the last move to the upside. After the 5 waves, we are going to have a correction, a deep correction, which will be almost like 50 to 60% of the entire run to the downside, and which may now favor us. This will take time. But for me, I think we're just running the last wave to the upside. So if I scale it, down to daily now, what I've shown us to daily, if I scale it down to daily, we can quickly see what it is now. So this is the part that we came down recently, and if we had probably pushed down from here, the way it came down here, if you had wanted to come down again and make it a 2, I would have probably tested the low and still break further down. But the way it is, it means that the Naira does not really have what it takes to push further down. So the momentum is lost, and we are gradually going back to the upside. The way where we are presently, it's a place of no return. This thing will go up and take the top again and continue upwards. That is what I can see. So the dollar is, and Naira is going to lose further. That is what I can see. Whatever it's happening here that is being captured, it's not as if I'm foretelling, but we can read the mood of the market. So you can see this is the flat area. And if I bring my cursor and the drawing, so the way it is, so we can see where we have our 1 and 2. Can it load on the daily? I think it's too much for it to capture. So, but what I want you to see right now is that we have the 3rd wave, and the 3rd wave is, we are almost at the end of it. So this is the 4th wave, and we, by projection, the last wave, which is 5 wave, is going to be divided into 5. So we've done 1, and this is wave 2 here, and all these are part of wave 2. So once we take up this level, now we are about breaking it to the upside, then we are going to break this. Wave 3 may end up here. So wave 3 may end up around this area of 1,007, but ultimately it might get to this point of 1,983. So, but we'll see once we are done with wave 3. Wave 3 can be an 100% because an ending structure. It can be equal to wave 1. So in that case, it can be like, once we are done with wave 3, we know that the shortest of the wave there will be wave 5. So we have done 1, and this is like 2. So 3 can finish in this area. So, but once we finish and we do 4, we know that we are very close. We'll now round up close to the end. So, but these are potential areas of 2,000 where we can have this get to. Now, if I go to pounds, it's similar. The structure is similar to pounds. It's similar. Pounds has broken the top of that ending structure of wave 1. So we can see that there is a break here. It's the same thing for pounds. You can see the cursor here pointing to pounds and Naira. So this is 3 and this is 4. The way this came down, if Dangote had come in and all of that, the tide may have probably changed and this may go down, If this is not going to work and it's going to go down the more, we have to now knock off this area now, about 1,490. So price had to test that area before you can begin to think and have hope that for now is going to lose. But what I can see with the structure of 1 being taken up here, this is bullish. And this is bullish. This is not coming out. It's not backing down. It's not backing down now. So this probably for me is 1 and 2 here. The ending structure is going to crawl up like this till we finish. So we may see wave 3 of the ending structure before we finish 5. This 5 is going to run in 5. This last 5 here is going to run in 5. So 1, 2, and we may be having seen like 3 ending here around this area. You know, these are the area. It cannot break above here before we do 4. So this area, the limit here is around 2005, almost 2600 for pounds to Naira. So but let's see off the third wave first. And by the time we are having the fourth wave here, I will tell us that we are now seeing the end and we should be ready for the exchange, a bigger correction to the downside when Naira would appreciate and correct all the mess. But for now, we are going to endure these 2 to 4 months. It might not get to 4 months. It might not get, because the mess in here actually took more than 2 months. I think from here to here, it's about 3 months or thereabouts. So if we had done like 3 months here, creating this 1-2 mess, about 3 months, expect another like 3-4 months to finish up with 3 and 4. So I think with that, on 3 and 4 and 5, with that, I've come to the end. So you can watch this. Bye.